Welcome back. We've been looking at register and style, formal and informal, appropriate and inappropriate. And what are we going to look at now? Jargon. Jargon refers to technical terms used by experts in a particular field. Let's have a look at an example. I'm trying to upload iTunes, whatever. I keep getting this message. There is a problem with this Windows installer package. A program required for this install to complete could not be run. Contact your support personnel or package vendor. I want you to look at the kind of language used. By looking at that, you should be able to tell me what area it comes from. What are these people talking about? Well, look at things like upload and message and Windows installer package and program and install and your support personnel. We're clearly looking at computer and computer jargon. So jargon is technical language. Look at that again. You're looking at the kind of language that one expert would use to another expert. You're not explaining to somebody who hasn't a clue what is going on. It's an expert to an expert. Try this one. Make a roux using 80 grams of butter and 4 tablespoons of flour. Add 500 ml of milk and season to taste. Where are we now? Well, presumably we're in a kitchen. How do we know? Because of the word roux and butter and flour and milk and season to taste. But is this an expert talking to another expert? Yes, because if you don't know what the word roux means, you have no idea what they're talking about. So jargon, technical language where the people involved in the conversation both know the same technical language. Let's try another example. At the gig, 3 bands jammed with a whole lot of people ending up on the stage. Well, this one's a bit easier, but we've certainly got gig and we've got bands jamming. So once again, it's somebody involved in music who puts on shows and is talking to another person that he or she expects to understand what they're saying. Try this one. We had a heavy afternoon. First, we drained the oil. My cousin lifted the whole unit into a sump tray after undoing the bottom bolts. Then we used a big screwdriver to prise the gearbox backwards and off its dowels. Well, just look at what we're looking at. We had a heavy afternoon. Okay, I think we're all right so far. We drained the oil. Okay, sort of. But then what if you don't know what a sump is? What if you don't know what a sump tray is? It's obviously got bolts, but you better know what bolts are. Then a screwdriver, well, most of us know what a screwdriver is. We are prizing the gearbox backwards and off its dowels. So once again, we had a heavy afternoon. It's one person talking to somebody else. Maybe this person sending an email. How was your day? Oh, we had a heavy afternoon. But the rest of it expects the audience, the person receiving the message, to understand what is going on here. So the rest of us might say, okay, it seems as if they're stripping an engine, but I'm not really sure after that exactly what was going on. It's an expert to an expert. Technical language from one person who understands to another person who understands. Dear Diary, tonight I just dominated the paint with the highest percentage of over 200 put-back baskets. I did it. I really punished the other team's defense. Man, they were way too reserved on the rebounds. Right, as you begin to read this, tonight I just dominated the paint. Maybe we're thinking of a paintbrush and somebody's painting a wall. Then we realized, hang on, highest percentage over 200 put-back baskets. No, they're not painting a wall. Punish the other team's defense. Okay, we're in a sport. Man, they were way too reserved on the rebounds. We're dealing with a sport. Now, I am not an expert in basketball. So if you said to me, what exactly did this person achieve? I'm saying, I don't really know, but I know he's really pleased about it. I did it, I punished them. But I would have to ask an expert in basketball what exactly is going on. And maybe this person would say, do you know what a basketball court looks like? Do you know how it's painted? Are you aware of that? And then I would understand. Jargon. Jargon is technical language. Technical language that is used for somebody else in the same field. So it's like when you say, oh, I'm talking shop, meaning I'm talking about my career in the language that I use about my career to somebody else who's in the same career, in the same area of interest. So when we talk about jargon, we're talking about language that shows a group identity. We've talked about slang that also shows a group identity. You either understand or you don't. You're either part of the in-group or you're out. We're going to continue in the next segment.